Good Tuesday morning. This is 106.1 KYVZ. Joe Vazurek visiting once again with meteorologist Chris Sramek at Decision Weather in Atwood, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. Chris, the dig out continues after the winter storm that impacted the tri-state region yesterday.
Yeah, Joe, we had quite an interesting snowstorm here that actually started out as a tornado and severe weather there on Sunday afternoon and evening, and then converted to some sleet and freezy pelletly type stuff during the overnight hours and a little bit of snow. And then we had some more snow yesterday come in here later in the afternoon and periods earlier in the morning. So final accumulations look like they've ranged pretty well, a good solid 4 inches across northwestern parts of our county. You work over towards Herndon, could have been heavier. It looks like maybe that last band yesterday brought some heavier amounts to the southern parts of the county. But here along Highway 36 from the west here into Atwood looks like a good 4-inch report. We haven't had anything officially updated from the Weather Service yet, but we'll wait for that for later today. And also up there, as you got to that Herndon area, up to northern parts of Decatur County, to Norton County, to the western side of Phillips County, and then into Nebraska, that was probably the heaviest totals, which could have went anywhere from 7 to 10 inches up there in that area. As far as the total precipitation goes with this system, with combining the rain and the snow, it looks like we had across our county here in Rollins County a good half inch to maybe some 1 inch totals to the south and to the north. The far northwestern part of the county had anywhere from a quarter to a half. And then you started working your way to probably the west of Highway 25 to the Colorado border. That was where that quarter to half inch amounts were. You worked to the east of that, you had a half inch to an inch, and then you got where that tornado and severe weather was from Grinnell, Oakley area, northeast through Sheridan County, upwards into eastern Decatur and most of Norton County, and we saw 1 to 2.5 inch type amounts in that area. That correlates well to our drought monitor maps in those areas to our east, so we could see some improvement in that. The departure from normals are showing the last couple days, and at least for the last 3 months to now, that we're right around normal for annual and precipitation averages for that period of time. So that's good news. It's still dry, but we're at least maintaining. And as far as the storm system goes now, it's moved off to the Midwest. We're on the backside of it. The winds have diminished here this morning to the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. However, it is cold. Temperatures are in the lower teens. We got 12 being recorded in Colby, 10 out there in Ray, 14 in Oberlin, 13 in Goodland. And the winds are still at that 10 to 15, so the wind chills are right at or just below zero. Snow on the ground will slow the warming up today. We're only expecting highs 30 to 35 degrees where the snow is on the ground. You get out there, Sharon Springs, along the border, out to Colorado, to the south and west where there was no snow, or not a lot of precipitation at all. We got temperatures that will be in the lower 40s out there. Warm-up will begin tomorrow into the 50s, heading towards the 60s and 70s for Thursday and Friday. That'll be due to high pressure building in from the Rockies and over the area. Our winds will generally be from the west and southwest direction. Lows won't go above freezing until we get to that Thursday night into Friday, Friday night into Saturday. But we'll see weekend temperatures be a little bit cooler, back in that 60 to 65 degree range, as we got a quick moving low pressure that'll move through Friday night into Saturday. That will be lacking any moisture until it gets off into Iowa, Missouri, and the Midwest. We're watching a second low pressure on Monday that will bring a chance for showers and thunderstorms and maybe even some snow out to southwest Nebraska, western Nebraska, and northeast Colorado Tuesday morning.
As you mentioned, basically we're kind of done with the first quarter of the 2024 year and kind of sustaining as far as precipitation amounts have been concerned. As you look down the road into, say, the second quarter, all the way through June, as we kind of go through the spring season here, what are long-range models looking like right now as far as precipitation for the tri-state area?
Well, I got a pretty good look at least through the end of April here this morning. And just looking ahead into those 8 to 14 day and beyond, we do have behind this system and the one next week, there is 2 to 3 more lining up in the Pacific. And those do look like they'll take that, track coming back across, kind of what we saw here prior to this flip last two systems that came from the northwest. And that would lead to, cooler, below normal temperatures out to the southwest and west. You got snowpack in the Rockies, so those are coming over that. I think we would see increased moisture chances through the end of April. With the La Nina coming back into effect, we should see that gradually disappear after we get through spring. Summer starts drying out, getting warmer, and then what we've seen with the back-to-back ones here just less than a year ago, we saw the falls and winters being dry from that time frame, September through December.
Once again, that's Chris Sramek at Decision Weather in Atwood, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel for 106.1 KYVZ. I'm Joe Vazurek.